I'm going to be customizing my new pair of football boots. And what you may not know is that you have already helped me do it. See, when I bought these boots a few weeks ago, I knew I wanted to customize them, but I wasn't sure how to do it. And I knew you guys would come in clutch. So I posted some polls on my story for you guys to pick from when it came to different aspects of the design. And so the vote showed that that swoosh that goes across the boot was going to be black, and the patterns were going to be whatever this emoji entails. I just kind of took it as gold accents. So before we could get into any painting, we had to rough up them boots as much as possible. So using my sandpaper to turn these neat stitches to this, and then getting the gloves on, I always forget to put the gloves on, and using some acetone just to make sure we really give that paint something to grip onto. Next, it was time to tape up all those areas that we didn't want to get paint on. Now, I didn't realise, but I was actually running quite low on tape, but I thought, no, it should be enough. So anyway, after buying 2 new boxes of tape and finishing off covering the boot, it was time to get painting. And you may be thinking, why yellow? But you're gonna just have to trust me. I know what I'm doing. Kinda. So it's a lot easier to paint something dark over something light, rather than vice versa. So the idea was to paint that gold effect underneath by using a technique I've used in Procreate for years. So having that base yellow, then having faded corners, and then a white stripe through the middle to kind of give it that shine. So I started brushing, and it was going really well. And once we had a couple of those bright yellow layers, it was time to move on to that darker brown. So using my favorite bit of equipment that I've got, my airbrush, I added that kind of fade shadow effect, and you can already see it's starting to kind of resemble that gold shine. But this was the point of heartbreak, because I realized that last time I used the white paint, I cracked the lid, and my once lovely smooth white paint had turned into this. So while I pop down to the shops to get more paint, why not drop a follow to make sure you don't miss how this boot turns out?